Hello and welcome to the Intermission podcast. I'm Fabian, that's Isaiah. We're a Dallas Sports podcast, and we got a big donkey style podcast today. What do we got? What do we got?
This week we're gonna start off talking about the Rangers, and then we're gonna talk with the Mavs, or talk about the Mavs, and then we're gonna move on to the Stars, and then after all of that, we're gonna move on to the mock draft. That we're gonna simulate the Cowboys picks and talk about certain picks that the Cowboys need. So let's start off with the Rangers.
Yeah, all right. We'll start off with the Rangers. Probably the least eventful week, even though it was still quite eventful. If you recall, last week I said we'd sweep the Mariners, and there was a sweep in that series, but it was not us. We got swept by the Mariners in Seattle, so it's a little less embarrassing, but still embarrassing. But they've done good after us too. They did good in the series after us, so it's not crazy, but still doesn't feel good to get swept. And then we came home and we swept the Angels, who haven't been doing terrible this season. Definitely better than expected. Excuse me.
Your excuse.
But, just some stuff about the Rangers, right? Our pitching has been phenomenal, especially our starting pitchers. Starting pitchers have the lowest ERA in the AL, 3.11. Tyler Mahle has been a huge surprise in the 3 spot. Obviously, we knew Evaldi and DeGrom, they were going to be awesome. Now we got Tyler Mahle, who's being an ace himself. Corbin pitched a good game on Wednesday. The last game he pitched, it wasn't, amazing, but it was still a good game. But this last Wednesday, he pitched a great game. He's getting back in the groove after not having a spring training. Kumar Rocker got his first MLB win, Thursday. So our starting pitchers, Buddy Boy feels pretty good. I like it. And then Leiter obviously had some good games. If he's got a minor injury right now, he'll come back soon. But it feels good. I feel good. I like where the pitchers are. Our bullpen has done enough. They haven't been amazing, but they haven't been bad. And especially Luke Jackson and Sharon Armstrong, I pointed this out. They've done pretty good. They're sort of our de facto starters, or closers. Or not Sharon Armstrong, sorry. Luke Jackson and Chris Martin. Sort of our de facto closers right now. And Luke Jackson actually has, I think, 5 saves, maybe 6. So he's doing a good job being a closer. Other than that, the other person I was going to mention. Oh, yes. We sent down Mark Church, who was one of our worst bullpen guys, and brought up Jacob Latz, who did good for us last season but got injured during spring training. So now he's back in our bullpen. It's a small move, but at the same time, I like it because Mark Church was one of our weaker pieces in the bullpen. We replaced him with someone who we know was good last season, who I think will be good this season. Sorry if I'm breathing too much. Let's see here. That's pitching. We've been on point. I love those guys, especially our starters. Keep at it. However, our offense, not as good. But it's getting a little better. These last 2 series, even the time we got swept, we're picking it up a little bit. Guys who haven't been getting hits are starting to get hits. Corey Seager's had a good last couple of games. He finally got his first hit with runners in scoring position this last Wednesday against the Angels. Simeon's starting to get more hits in the first inning, actually getting on base, being a leadoff man. But of course, the big black hole in the Rangers offense right now is Jock Peterson. He is now, after this Thursday game against the Angels, 0 for his last 32, 2 for 30, I want to say 34, 35 on the season, which is really bad, obviously. But it's not unheard of, okay? And we know Jock Peterson is good, okay? So I want to say, and this is in me, but Rangers Nation and the other guy on Instagram, I think Rangers Savant, I believe is the account name. they're pushing the initiative that we got to pull a Trey Turner, and I agree. I think because I love Jack Peterson, and I hope he succeeds. Obviously, he's not doing what we know he's capable of. What we know he's capable of. That's why we're frustrated. But you don't call someone in a bad place. You don't rub dirt in the wound. You don't kick a horse. What's the saying? You don't kick a horse.
What, you don't kick the person while they're down?
Yeah, that's it. Excuse me. I don't know why that got me so much.
There was no horse in that.
Sorry, I don't know why that got me. It's because... Excuse me. It's because I think I got it mixed up with the you can't keep a good horse down. That's the metaphor, right? That's also not a saying.
Let's leave the horses for the Mavericks.
But so they want to do, especially starting this Saturday, go Jock go, Peterson chance every time he comes up to bat. Do a Trey Turner Phillies type thing, and I'm all for that, and I want to do that. I wish I could go to the game on Saturday and be part of that, but I really like that. I think what he needs is us to get behind him, not make fun of him, get mad at him. And I like that Bruce Bochy has been playing him still. Some people are mad about that, but like you can't just say, "Oh, you're having a bad couple games," even though it's been more than a couple games, but you're having a bad start to the season. So I guess you suck now. That's not how it works. Okay, he's in a slump. Baseball players have slumps. Slump is the baseball's the sport that term originated in for a reason. So I definitely do think we should get behind him, and I'm all for that. If you go to the game on Saturday, every time he comes up to bat, hey buddy boy, cheer that guy on. Perfect, amazing. Other than that, yeah, our offense, again, it's still not good. It's still not amazing. It's still not anything it could be, but it's getting slowly better and better as the season goes on. Garcia got another home run this last game against the Angels. Langford should be back, who was one of our better hitters before he got injured. Should be back either tonight's game, Friday's game against the Dodgers, or Saturday's game against the Dodgers. He'll be back in the series though. So again, obviously the offense isn't where it wants to be yet, but because our pitching has been so amazing, that's why we still have the best record in the AL. And so I'm so happy where this team is, and our offense will get on it. We know what the team is capable of. They'll get there, and the coaches are confident in that, and the players are confident in that. Every interview, you can hear they're confident in that. Yeah, great. I think that's. You got any questions about what I'm saying? Oh, I guess I should talk about the series we're about to have. We're about to have a series against the Dodgers. Starts tonight, Friday. I guess quick disclaimer. This is more important for for the Stars and the Mavs. But this is being filmed Thursday night, and so sometime Friday morning. There should be an update on injuries for the Mavs playing game, and for the Stars playoff series. So if any injuries change, we might be messed up on that. But so I might say tomorrow when I'm talking about Friday. Get over it. But yeah, we play the Dodgers tonight, Saturday and Sunday, and then we play the A's starting on Tuesday. Yeah, and then we have a game against San Francisco. We have a series against San Francisco starting next Friday, so that's for next week. But yeah, we play the Dodgers, and then we play the A's. The Dodgers. There it goes. The Dodgers, obviously a strong team, and we got the weaker part of our. Or actually, do we? No, I'm completely wrong. We got Evaldi, DeGrom, and then Maul again. We don't have the weaker part of our rotation. We have the opposite of that. We have the strong part of our rotation, our top three. These are actually going to be amazing games. These are actually going to be amazing games. Our pitchers are going to be dueling. But because of how our offense is playing, I'm a little scared that we're going to get swept. I do think we lose the series unless our offense really steps up. Hey, you guys show up on Saturday, cheer Peterson on, and, maybe he comes in clutch and does what he can do. I was like, again, at any point in this next like month, our offense can wake up and it'll become what it can be, and then we'll be one of the scariest offenses in the league. But right now, you got to go with how we're playing right now. I think we do lose this series in all three very close games because of what our pitchers are and what their pitchers are. I think we do lose this series, but I do think we get at least one win. And I wouldn't be surprised if we win the series 2-1 because we have a good offensive game, or because Evaldi, DeGrom, or Maul go in there and completely shut them out. And so all we need is one run from the offense. It's just our pitching is so good right now that we're going to be in every game. Even those games against Seattle that we got swept, we were in all of those games. So we'll be there. We're not gonna. I don't think we get swept by the Dodgers, especially at home. And then the Athletics are the Athletics, so we better win that series. At least win that series, if not sweep them. I don't have. Again, I guess that is the weaker part of our rotation, but even then, again, our weaker part of our rotation is still Corbin and Kumar Rocker. They're still good pitchers, and they've still pitched great this season. So I expect to win the series against the A's. Point blank period. I feel bad about it. But again, I said we were going to sweep the Mariners, and we got swept. So we'll see. But that's my thoughts. Anything else? You got anything?
No, I mean,
Excuse
Rangers would just be healthy horses playing baseball.
Yeah, don't kick them. Yeah, great, perfect. Great. I think we're gonna move on to the Mavs, but yeah, that's my thoughts on the Rangers. We're gonna move on to the Mavs, who just beat the Kings in the play-in, and now moving on to face the Grizzlies. What do you think of that matchup, Isaiah?
The Mavs against the Grizzlies, I think it'll be a really good game. I think the Mavs will still be able to beat the Grizzlies, and I think for the same reasons that they won against the Kings, their defense is gonna be filled with Gafford, Lively, and Davis. Yeah, I just think they're gonna beat the Grizzlies. It won't be easy.
Sure.
But I mean, obviously it'll be strategic. Mainly because the centers again.
The centers,
Zach Edey for the Grizzlies. Just because of how I saw how he played against the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have foul trouble against Gafford and Lively, especially because he's not that quick, and he couldn't make any point blank shots in the Warriors, so I really think he's gonna struggle with Gafford and Lively guarding him.
Yep.
But it'll be fun to watch Lively and him go at it.
Two young guys.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Gafford. I mean, not Gafford. This is Lively's sophomore season. This is Edie's rookie season. I think the matchup that I'm really excited for is Jaren Jackson and Davis. That's gonna be the matchup to watch, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think PJ will be on Desmond Bain, which is somebody that they're really gonna have to watch for, especially if John Morant's injured.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, right now John Morant's not ruled out, but he did not show. He did not show up to the practice for Thursday.
Right.
But because of that, he is on a game time decision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then Klay Thompson surprised me against the Kings. He really did, almost to the point where I almost feel bad for saying that he was gonna do bad.
He's gonna be a weak spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean him and Davis combined for 50 points, I believe.
Yeah, and then hit like 4 threes in a row in like the second quarter, I think.
Yeah. A good game.
It was a fun game. I think against the Grizzlies is gonna be a fun game too.
Yeah. 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 I mean, yeah. It's just you could feel they were alive, if that makes sense. Like they're excited to have the opportunity to fight for a playoff spot. And you could feel that in that game against Sacramento. I think you'll be able to feel that in this game against the Grizzlies. The stuff I have, I think, maybe a lot less in depth, but I think the team cohesion, collaboration part of it. Since Luka got traded, and especially since Kyrie got injured, most of the games we won, we've had at least 5 people score 10 or more points. Sometimes up to 7 or 8 people score 10 or more points. So it's been like a lot of team games, including this game against Sacramento. We had 5 people score 10 or more points. And I feel like if Lively played a few more minutes, he also would have gotten to that point. And then other than that, I think our rebound game, which we haven't necessarily been winning the rebound game, but it's when we really lose it is when we lose. If we're even just around the same spot, because we're so good. Our defense is good. It's just that we don't get those rebounds as good, and so they get a lot of second chance points.
Which is kind of surprising how they have almost 2 7-footers on the floor, and they're still losing rebound battles.
Yeah, but even when it's close, because we play good defense, it's just we give them so many second chance point opportunities. So if you're even close in the rebound battle, then because of how good our defense is on that first scoring chance, I mean, it's not amazing. It's not going to act like it's one of the best in the league, but it's good. If we just limit their second chance points, that's how we win, is being close in that rebound battle. And then again, Derek Lively hopefully plays a few more minutes against Grizzlies. I'm excited to see that.
I think another reason why I say it's gonna be a strategic win is because everybody knows, or almost everybody knows, Memphis fired their coach, so they have their interim head coach right now.
Right.
I think if the Grizzlies keep it close, I think it's gonna come down to whoever the better coaching experience.
Sure.
Especially with some plays that Jason Kidd draws up, and then again with the 8-man roster that he ended up drawing up some winning plays for the team. I think he still has some plays that'll be perfect for perfect for Davis to execute and all that.
Sure.
And then I didn't really mean that Zach Edey's the weak spot, which I mean he is, but
he's still not a bad player.
Yeah, he's still not a bad player. He will get rebounds.
Right.
So if they're going to be losing rebound battles, that's the person they got to be boxing out.
Right.
And Jared Jackson, he's the more physical player. So I think he'll be able to guard AD pretty well too. But then again, all they gotta do is just pass it to the other 7-footer.
Sure.
Who Edey's guarding.
Yeah.
And Edey's not that quick on his feet too, so I mean that's really the person they're gonna target the most. And then I've noticed that Edey has a lot of foul trouble in the games that he plays.
Right.
And I think if he's in foul trouble, it'll give Jaren Jackson
more pressure.
Yeah, more pressure, because he'll have to guard I think he'll be going from power forward to center. So then he really had to watch Davis, Gafford, or Davis and Lively, whoever's on the floor.
Right. Yeah. And also, I want to point out, B. Willie, who we only brought up for one sentence in last video, but he was in our thumbnail. But B. Willie,
Because he got signed.
Yeah,
and
he got
showed
signed.
exactly why he should have got
yeah,
signed.
exactly. He had a great game last game, and he only had 17 minutes, and I think he had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So, I love B. Willie. B.
Played-
Willie, be
played
free Willie.
Willie good.
Played Willie good.
It's
Yeah.
It's like 3 in the morning.
Shush. Don't ruin the illusion. We're filming this at 2 on Friday. Even though we already said we did it. Yeah. But, yeah. Is that the Mavericks?
Yeah, I feel like it is.
Guess,
As of right now, we're not 100% sure on John Morant's injury.
yeah.
But if he's playing, I don't think he's gonna have any minute restrictions because I think really all that happened was that he just rolled his ankle.
Well, here's the thing.
He's sprained his ankle
It's
or
the
something.
playoffs now, and if the athletes can walk, then they're playing.
Yeah, it should be.
At least the good athletes, and John Morant's a good athlete. I like John Morant, but so if he's not told by a doctor you can't stand, then he's gonna be on the court, and he's gonna be on the court for as long as he can be.
He should be.
Yeah.
That's the Mavericks shouldn't go in there expecting John Morant to be playing 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think we win this game, and I'm excited to watch it.
I think, yeah, Mavs will go in playoffs. Mavs will be in the playoffs in the AC going against the Thunder,
Yeah.
and then
Win that series 2-4-0. No, we'll talk about that when the time comes. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
and I hope this prediction does not backfire.
Yeah. But it happens sometimes, you know. We're not fortune tellers.
Yeah, like I said, I predicted Clay was gonna have a bad game, or I mean not a bad game, but he was just gonna struggle.
Right.
And he clearly didn't.
So that's the Mavs. We're gonna move on to
Sad news for the Stars, though.
sad news for the Stars. What's the sad news for the Stars? Just in general?
Yeah.
You just saying the Stars
They're
are sad?
gonna-
No.
Yeah.
No.
That 8-game losing streak you said.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I was gonna start with
Robertson getting.
I was
hurt?
gonna start with the good news and
Okay,
say,
sure.
hey, Wyatt Johnson, new career high in goals scored. I think with 33.
But their
they're
matchup
34.
though.
But yes, bad news for the Stars. We ended the season on a 7-game losing streak. And that's tough, and that's sad, and that's bad. Especially the loss to Nashville. Like I said last week, they're not a good team, and I feel like we really needed to win that one for me to have confidence going to the playoffs. At least that one. But we didn't. We lost 5-1. But that being said, I am a sports fan, and so I am
I'm scared for the first round.
delusional. I am scared. I mean, especially the way we've been playing, I'm definitely scared. We have bad momentum right now. But here's the thing. We're still the Dallas Stars, okay? A couple things about the
The
Dallas
team that can
Stars.
turn it on in the playoffs.
We turn that shit on in the playoffs, okay? And we have so many pieces that can turn on. Look, here's what I have. Look, the Avalanche, they have McKinnon and they have McCarr. 2 amazing players. But here's the thing. We have Johnston who can turn it on. We have Robertson who can turn it on. We have Rupe Hintz who can turn it on. Again, especially in the playoffs. We have Granlund right now who's popping off. We don't have Miro right now. But there's a chance we have him later in the series.
We had him.
We had Miro. We have Mikko Rantanen right now. Is again who's someone who's known to turn it on in the playoffs. We have so many pieces that contribute so much. So I am still hopeful. I feel like we've been playing like a team who's content, who was like, oh, hey, we're in the 2 spot. We'd have to win almost the rest of the games to get to the 1 spot, and we'd have to, and it was nearly impossible for us to go to the 3 spot. So I think we were playing like a content team, lazy team, a team who's like, hey, we already have our position in the playoffs. We just play hockey so that we don't get cold.
They have been, in the lead almost all those games too.
Yeah, we've scored early in those games, and it's also part of that. It's like, hey, we scored early, we're chilling, and then like late in the second or in the third period for most of the games, we let up completely, and then the other team scores, and we end up losing by more than 2 goals. But here's the thing. That Winnipeg Jets shutout is still our only shutout of the season. The only time we got shut out in the season. And look, this is just such a talented team. It is such an insanely talented team. We have one of the best goalies in the league. We have so many amazing players. Again, like Johnson, Robertson, friggin' Rubens, Mikael Granlund, Dadonov, who also has turned it on in the playoffs before, Mikko Rantanen. Yeah, and again, it's just our defense. I don't know. What did you type?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
I was typing anything.
It's just our defense has been bad, especially without Miro Heiskanen and Nils Lundqvist, and we're not gonna get Lundqvist back. And Harley has been doing his gosh darn best, but yeah, it's gonna be our defense. We need our offensive alignment, our offensive minded players, our offensive players to block in and play good defense, because outside of our skaters, our goalies, who have been outshot like 90, our team has been outshot like, I didn't count this time because it's too many to count. But again, still the last time we outshot our opponent was February 3rd. It's now April 18th. It's been a month and a half since we outshot our opponents. It's been 2 months, actually. It's been 2.5 months since we outshot our opponents. And before that, it was another month since the last time we outshot our opponents. So for 82 games of getting more shots than our team is shooting to the other goalie, I think it was a thing of our goalies got tired towards the end of the season, especially Ottinger, because there's a period at the start of the season where he played so many games in a row because DeSmith was either injured, sick, or really bad, and so we didn't play him, and so we had Otter play way too many games in a row. So, I think it's a case of skaters who got lazy and goalies who got tired. But once the playoff happens, these guys are athletes, they're competitors. And once the playoff happens, once the playoffs start, there is no lazy, there is no tired, there's only ball. There's only puck. There's only game. There's one game at a time, and they turn it the fuck up. So,
are they healthy horses too, or different animal?
Yes. Are you a different animal but the same beast? What was I saying? Horses, probably, is what I was saying. No, but this team is just too good. And we proved that last year that we're a better team than the Avalanche, and we've only gotten better. And I think they've gotten a little better too, but I think we've improved more than they have from last season, and we beat them in a 6-game series last season. So, this team is too talented for me to say we're going to lose this series. And so, I think we'll turn it up. We win this series. Bing bang, wing wang, bing bong, Lakers in 5 or whatever. Stars in 5. I think Stars in 6 again. And I think we lose the first game. I think we lose the first game of the series and reel it back in. Stars in 6. That's my prediction for the series.
And the playoffs start Saturday.
Playoffs start Saturday.
Tomorrow,
if you're watching this, the day it comes out. Playoffs start Saturday.
Definitely a game
But
Worth
also,
watching.
I guess one thing I want to point out, their Avalanche's goalie has been really dang good. So it's gonna be a hey, we got to beat their goalie. They got to beat our goalie. So it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. But again, our penalty again. I'm gonna repeat the same thing I've been saying for these last couple weeks. Our penalty kill is really good. Our power play kill isn't amazing, but it's okay. But yeah, that's like the time our defense is good is when they have a power play, and it's been pretty consistent throughout the season. Even this last couple stretch of games, it's got a little worse, but still hasn't been terrible. So believe we win. Go Stars. Stars in 6. Stars in 6. That's my prediction. Think Otter, Wyatt, Robo, Miko. I think Rupe. I think Granlund. I think Ben and Sagan. Sagan's back, by the way. I guess I should say that. Sagan's back already. Miro, there's a chance he comes back in this series, but he should at least be back by the next series. If we get that far, which we will. Stars in 4. Stars in 6. But our team is just too good for me to say we lose. So, and again, maybe this is delusional fan talk, but I don't think so. I'm smart. Stars in 6. You got anything?
Stars in 6.
Stars in 6. There you go. Official. Great. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got with the Stars. So we're gonna shift into talking about the NFL draft and do a couple mock drafts. At least 2. We'll see how we're feeling. We might do more. We'll get there in just a second, though.
But before the mock drafts,
What do you
we
got?
should talk about who the Cowboys or what positions the Cowboys really need to fill.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, actually, I thought you were gonna say before we start talking about the Cowboys, Dallas Wings got the first overall pick in the lottery draft, and signed and got to draft that lady from UConn, Paige, I believe Beckers, maybe Bukers, but I'm pretty sure it's Beckers. Sorry, but that's big. I think we got. From what I understood, we got a good team. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't followed too much the WNBA.
Yeah. I mean, might not have a good team, but they had the first round pick.
Right, the first overall pick.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
definitely gonna be paying attention this season.
Yeah, I want to pay more attention to sports in general than I already do. But watch Fort Worth lacrosse. No, that's not true. They don't stream it enough, but I would. Okay, sorry. We're gonna jump into the Cowboys stuff. Okay. So what do you got as our positional needs?
I think in the order that the Cowboys should draft
Mm-hmm.
should be offensive lineman,
Mm-hmm.
then running back,
Mm-hmm.
and then focus on the defense with linebackers and cornerbacks. And then maybe later on in the draft, maybe they get a wide receiver.
Yeah.
But no wide receiver for the first 3 rounds.
Right. So I'm similar. I got running back is our number 1 position, and then O line. Probably an offensive tackle, but a good O lineman. And then I got linebackers or defensive linemen. Like linebacker, because we need someone that can tackle. Basically, I want a run stopper. Whether it's a linebacker or a defensive lineman, I want one of them. Because we either need someone behind the line that can tackle in space the people that escape the D-line, or we need someone that stops them at the line. We need a run stopper. And I agree.
Yeah,
We don't need a number 1 cornerback, but cornerback depth would be good. And I agree. Some people think we need to draft a wide receiver early. I disagree with that. I think we're looking for like a wide receiver 3 at best in
Yeah.
this draft. So I think later rounds
And I
wide
mean,
receiver.
I'm only okay with them drafting, with the Cowboys drafting cornerback and receiver later on in the draft,
Sure.
uh, because of how many receivers and cornerbacks there are.
Right. Yeah,
If-
this is
if
a
there- if
heavy
there-
class.
Yeah, if there was a little bit like the linebackers, I'd say maybe they should, if they really did need them,
Right.
draft them a little earlier. But because there's a lot, they can afford to draft them later on in the draft.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's what I do.
It's just what it's just what I do, he says.
The Cowboys do have 10 picks though.
Yeah, we have 1 first, 1 second, 1 third, 3 fifth,
3 round 5 picks,
3 fifth round, 1 sixth, and 1
2 6 and 2 7.
2 6 and 2 7, and that's 10. Yep, that's how you count. So most of them are late round picks, but again, I think we only need like 2 or 3 real impact players, and then the rest we need solid depth, which I'm okay. That's why I think like 3 fifth round picks. Yeah, that's not bad for anything. And then
Those are good backups if anything.
yeah,
That's where I don't mind if they pick a cornerback or a receiver.
yeah. And then there people are saying we might trade up. People are saying we might trade down. Maybe.
I don't think.
But we're gonna play like we don't do that. We're playing for no trades at all, because, I mean, I don't know. You can't really. I don't think we can really say what the Cowboys would do in terms of trading up and
Cowboys
down.
might be Cowboys though, and just go ahead and draft a receiver.
Draft a receiver, yeah. Draft a tight end in the first round.
They don't need.
No, again, I mean, it's not like we have an amazing tight end, but I don't think there's a top tier amazing tight end in the draft, anyways.
There's only. There was only a little bit this class too, right, for tight ends?
Yeah. No, I haven't heard any chatter about him. So, yeah. So I think we're going to cut real quick for just a second, set up our mock draft table, and then we'll be back. Stay tuned. We'll do a couple mock drafts. But this guy, and then I'm going to cut.
Wait, what?
Bye. Welcome to the war room. That was his idea. Okay, whatever. Here we are. We're gonna do some mock drafts. Again, we're gonna do at least 2. See if we do more than that.
See if we'll have good jobs picking.
See if we'll have good
Players.
jobs picking players. You're gonna have to pull up my notes on your computer also, because my computer has this on it. So, but beautiful. Do you want to
Can you see
do?
it?
So do you want to do 1 draft with my notes, 1 draft with your notes, and then 1 with both of us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. We're just gonna be controlling Cowboys. Let's do this.
Can you see your notes?
Not really, but we'll do this. We'll see. Okay, so again, I think our biggest positional need is running back. So if by some chance, again, we're not gonna be accepting any trades, so I'm just gonna reject all of these, because we don't know if people are gonna be making trades. But if by some chance, Ashton Gianchi falls to us, I'd pick him. However, he didn't. What do I have for my picks if we don't get Ashton Gianchi?
Josh Simmons.
And Will Campbell.
Yeah.
Here they have Armand Mambou as their highest offensive tackle still on the board. Because, yeah, there's Will Campbell was taken already. Josh Simmons hasn't been. Let's see here. They have him going 25th. But I like Josh Simmons. I didn't really like Armand Mambou. And so...
Hurry, we got 3 minutes to pick.
Okay, well, this
No,
hasn't
I
been
don't
3
know.
minutes yet. I think I take Josh Simmons. That's what I got in my notes. That's what I'm doing. Taking Josh Simmons. I like him. From Ohio State. It's good enough. Going to round 2,
Yeah.
if we didn't have a running back in round 1, I think you take one in round 2. My top pick would be Marion Hampton, but there's a decent chance he doesn't fall that far. So we'll see. Yeah, see, so the Raiders just took him in this mock draft. But we're going to reject that again. We're not taking any trades. Who do I have as my other running back?
Travion Henderson.
And there he is, right there. Is that my only choice?
Yeah. Omarion Hampton or Travion Henderson.
And there we go. So if I were the Cowboys, I'd take Travion Henderson, which according to this website, it's a four pick reach, which is that even really a reach? You know, I want to run back. Great. So again, I think those are the top 2 positions we need, and I think they're filled by decent players there with the picks I just picked. Who do I got in my 3rd round? Let's see here.
If no linebacker in round 2, Chris Paul Jr.,
Yeah,
the point guard himself.
and that's if none of my guys got there either. Let's see here.
And then,
So linebacker, basically.
yeah.
Do I have Barrett Carter in round 1? No.
No.
Okay. Who's Barrett Carter? I haven't seen this guy. They got him above Chris Paul Jr. But I read about Chris Paul Jr. I like his stuff. He's right there in round 3. Okay. Again, this is a 4 pick reach, but fine with me. Whatever. I like Chris Paul Jr. I think he fits. He's a run stopper esque, but he's definitely a 3rd round material, not 2nd or 1st round material. So he'd be a bit of a build up, but that's fine. Linebackers not as needed as running back or offensive tackle, so it's okay to have a little bit of a build up. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a
Backup.
no, like a. You gotta work on him to make him fixer-upper, but not a fixer-upper. Process, a bit of a investment, rather than an immediate. Sorry if
Yeah.
that's was bad. My fault. And then again, we don't have a pick in the 4th round. We traded that for Jonathan Mingo, right?
Yeah.
So did we have 4 5th-round picks?
3.
Because we traded one for Joe Milton. So we have 4. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So we got 3 5th-round picks. Who do I got in my 5th round?
Ty Hamilton.
Ty Hamilton. Let's see if he falls down there. Okay, let's see here. Who do we got? If I come to defense, that's a defensive tackle, right? There's Ty Robinson. I don't think that's who I'm talking. Ty Hamilton's at 206. I'm not gonna take him there if this is where they got him. Who else do I got? Zay Alcott.
Zay Alexander.
Zay Alexander. Was he taken already? Probably. Let's see here. Let me see.
Come on, Jerry.
Shut up. Okay. Yeah, Zay Alexander was 107. We're here at 120, 150.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Who's that guy?
We also got
Small.
Small Malden Jr. Another linebacker.
My guys have been taken. And then
We got Kyle Williams.
wide
Ty
receiver.
Felton.
Wide receiver. Okay, let's see here. Ricky White was also I was looking at.
I mean,
I was looking
round
at
5 is not that bad to get a receiver.
Yeah.
Especially in the draft.
But here's my thing. I was looking at Caden Prather also, but we got 3 5th-round picks.
Yeah.
I can take Ty Hamilton and Caden Prather later, early 5th round.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best guy on the board right now?
And
Running back Damian Martinez, running back R.J. Harvey, J.J. Pegas. I don't know who that is, but it's a defensive
And then
tackle.
Our 5 rounds are like technically like close together.
174.
170, 171, and 174.
I think we traded our 171. Yeah, we traded our 171 for Joe Milton. So there's the Patriots. Okay, so if that's the case, then I'm gonna, I guess, reach for Ty Hamilton
Reach for this guy.
or Ty Hamilton.
Yeah, Ty Hamilton.
I think they have. Who was the other guy I was looking at? Prather.
Yeah, Caden Bradford.
They got Caden Prather at 210, and they got Ty Hamilton at 206. So I'm reaching a lot with these, I guess. But I don't know. I was looking at these guys. I think they're good 5th-round picks. But there's a couple people at their positions that this website has above them. But these are the guys that I liked. We'll see if Prather gets picked. Again, I think he's a good 5th-round receiver. Again, I'm expecting to get a 3rd or 4th spot receiver, and I'm taking Caden Prather. Ricky White, I was also looking at, but I like Caden Prather over him. But if you take Ricky White here, I'm chill with that. And again, technically, according to this website, I better pick. But
Let's call him and tell him he's a Cowboy.
yeah. Call him up. Hey, son. Welcome to Dallas. Okay. Okay. And the 6th and 7th round, I just have best available talent. I think that's how you should be the 6th and 7th round. Just don't triple up on a position or anything like that. So here we are at pick 204. And I guess I would take Tim Smith. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Another defensive tackle. We'll see if he pans out. Always good to have defensive line depth. And we got 2-6 and 2-7.
Yes.
Okay, so here's another pick at 217. I'll take Tyler Cooper. I don't think you need another running back because we have Javonte. We have backup running backs. So we have the guy we drafted and guys at home. I'll take more O-line depth. Line depth is always better than skill player depth, in my opinion. Because those guys get injured more. And here we are at 217. First pick of the 7th round. Sure, I'll take Jeffrey Boss. I don't know anything about these guys. 6th and 7th round, I didn't do too much research because I believe you just take best available talent. 6th and 7th round. I don't know. Again, the first 3 rounds are the most impactful. I was pretty happy with how those went.
Yeah.
This website makes me feel like my 5th-round picks weren't amazing. But what is this website? No.
Well, that and it's probably not doing what the other teams really need either.
Well, I think they do their best to do. It does its best to do that. Let's see here. I already got 2 defensive tackles. Give me a freaking tight end. Why not? I mean, why not someone to back up Jake Ferguson? He's just okay. I mean, I like Fergie, but he's just okay. And why not a 7th round QB? Curtis Rourke, welcome, you're a Dallas Cowboy. Indiana to Dallas, it's not that different.
And just like that, we missed the playoffs again.
Right. Yeah. So here we go. I had Josh Simmons, offensive words. I had Josh Simmons, offensive tackle from Ohio State in the first round at pick 12. Travion Henderson from Ohio State. Also, I guess they know each other. He'll block good for him. At 44 in the second round. Again, my top pick for running back we get would be Omarion Hampton. Obviously, it'd be Ashton Gianti, but there's almost no chance we get him unless we trade up. So it'd be Omarion Hampton, but I'd be happy with Travion Henderson too. Linebacker, I was looking at Chris Paul Jr. For the third round, and that's where he fell. That's where he fit, and we got him in the draft pretty much where it said he should go. And then I guess in the fifth round, I reached a little bit for Ty Hamilton, who I liked. He looks like a decent run stopper, fifth round run stopper for the fifth round. He looks like a decent run stopper with good skills. Caden Prather looks like a decent receiver. He's got good route running, from what I understand. So a good fifth round pick, I think. And then after that, I just said what the website said was the best player. Looks like I got more line depth for both offensive and defensive line, another linebacker, another backup tight end, and whatever Cordis Root could do. And I mean, I'd be completely fine drafting a 6th, 7th round QB for a backup behind Dak, because we don't really have that right now. Who do we have?
The guy we just got from.
Oh yeah, Joe Milton. Yeah. So I guess never mind. Maybe you don't give QB. We just got Joe Milton in his sophomore year. Basically, it'd be the same thing. So maybe not that. I forgot about Joe Milton. I said that trade 2 seconds ago, but so yeah. So maybe you don't pick up the QB, but I don't think this is a bad draft. You're looking at it here. I don't think it's a bad draft. Well, you got any opinions on my draft?
No, I think it just might show that my players might not be available either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got I pretty much, my first 3 rounds went as I expected it to. So I'm happy with those. Again, preferably Omarion Hampton's available, but he probably won't be, realistically. So we're going to do where Isaiah calls all the shots now. And we're going to do one we discuss after that. At least, maybe we'll do a couple more.
I'll be Jerry Jones.
Let's see. What does the website think of me? Okay, I thought this would just have a draft rating. Okay. Never mind. The website didn't want to bully me or anything. Okay. Restart. And now. Sorry. It's 4 a.m. in a warehouse.
And I will be the Giants.
Now we got Isaiah handling us. So let's see what he does. Yep. This one has Cam Ward going to the Titans and Travis Hunter going to the Browns. Again, we're just rejecting all trades.
I will accept.
Even if we think they're good trades, like that's not a terrible trade, honestly. I'd probably take that. Probably take that too. But we don't know what the Cowboys would take. So who do you got in the first round? Who's your ideal first round?
All right, my ideal first round was an offensive tackle. My first 2 were Ariante.
Inari?
Yeah. However you say their names.
Ursay?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how to say some of their names.
Yeah, I mean that's totally valid.
And then or Josh Connerly Jr. But I don't see any of them right here.
I mean I don't think it's because they've been drafted. Look at offense and go to the offensive tackles.
Let's see. Oh, there's
Connerly. They got him. Yeah, they have him as 2nd round picks in this draft, in this website.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Ariante.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to say it.
No, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his first name. His last name's going there.
Okay.
I don't know. Ariante or say.
For my round 2, this is where I have where we get a running back.
Okay.
My 2 running backs were Caleb Johnson and Quinshon Judkins.
Now I see that you got Trevion in the first round. He was there for me in the 2nd round. If he's there in the 2nd round, you're picking Trevion?
Yeah. Trevion was there also just because if these 2 offensive tackles weren't there and Trevion was there, I'd say maybe you could get away with getting a running back round 1.
Right.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a quarterback.
Press all. Let's see here.
But yeah, that's the idea.
Right.
Either of these 3 running backs.
Well, it looks like Caleb Johnson was taken by the Bears in this draft.
Yeah.
So you'd want Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah, now I'm looking for Quinshon Judkins.
Quinshon Judkins. They still have Travion Henderson there.
Oh, yeah. And Quinshon right here.
Yeah,
But I think I will take,
Travion.
yeah, obviously.
Okay. Makes sense
And
to me.
then for my round 3, since there's no round 4,
Mm-hmm.
this is where I put the linebackers. And the top 2 were Chris Paul Jr. and Barrett Carter.
Sure.
And then if I don't see them, this is where I had maybe a cornerback.
Mm.
With Darian Porter.
I didn't draft the cornerback, huh?
I think so. Maybe just one.
Yeah.
We'll have to look on the replay.
I didn't save it. There's Chris Paul Jr. though.
Alright. Chris Paul. Alright. I just want to see if Barrett is on your team.
Sure.
I'm not gonna pick him, but I just want to see. Oh, there's your guy.
Oh yeah, that's that's the cornerback I wanted.
Yeah. Alright, Chris Paul is on the Cowboys. He retired as Spurs, now he's on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You have no idea who.
Yeah, Chris Paul. Yeah, but for some reason I thought he was on the Suns. But no, he was, and now he's on the Spurs. He was with Wemby. That's right. I just blanked. It's 5 a.m. in a warehouse.
Yeah.
I do think it's likely we trade either up or down to get more. Like I would be like if a team offered us
I'd say
multiple
maybe.
their first round and like multiple.
Yeah. I'd
Second
say,
or third
I'd say
round?
since we don't have a 4th, I'd say maybe they try to get another 3rd round.
Yeah, I think so. So I wouldn't be surprised if we trade for another team's first and second or third.
Yeah.
Or if we trade up and get Gianti, I'd be happy. Again, a lot of people have us taking a wide receiver in the first round. I don't think we need a first round receiver. Definitely not as much as we need a running back or an offensive lineman. Or even a run stopper, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I just put offensive lineman first because, I mean, what's a good running back without the hole to run through?
right.
Good. Even though they do have some linemen, the Cowboys have some linemen that were pretty good.
Yeah.
I just, with Zach Martin retiring,
Yeah.
they're not going to be as good as Zach Martin. Neither will the rookies either, but at least they have some protection for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the clock.
What was this, round 5?
Yeah, it's 5th round, baby.
Okay. This is where I have another cornerback or linebacker just in case.
Mhm.
And still looking for Darian Porter.
Sure. So Darian Porter or
Forward
Justin
quarterback.
Wally.
Yeah, Justin Wally and Jeffrey Bassa.
Right.
Alright.
There's Tommy Hill.
What is it?
Cornerback. Oh,
Okay.
I don't know who's first on yours because you just got Chris Paul Jr. So I figured you maybe want a cornerback instead. But this is your list. This is your draft. There's Justin Wally. A little ways down.
200.
According to this website, you could get him with your next pick.
Yeah, this is also my first mock draft I'm doing too.
Yeah, I've done him like 2 times before, so I don't have too much experience either.
Yeah, we should have just did this on Madden.
Yeah. Maybe the trade, get 4 first-round picks for, I don't know, Dak Prescott, I guess.
Jeffrey Basso too.
Yeah, I'm at 201. And
yeah,
I think
I will.
Wally's at 200.
I think I will get the cornerback. Where did I just see him? Oh,
All right. 50 pick reach. A 50 pick reach, everyone. I don't know. Is it still reaching in the 5th round? Probably a little bit, but shrug. I don't know. Jake Majors, that guy takes. And then would you want Jeffrey Basal? I think he should still be there. I didn't see anyone take him. Quick linebacker.
yeah, I will take another linebacker because from my last round 5 pick, that's where I got a late
Receivers.
receiver.
He's right there. 201.
And let's get Kobe King.
Kobe King. That's a pretty good name. Okay. Lock in.
Yeah, let's lock them in.
So you're expecting to take a wide receiver here?
Yeah, I'll be okay with the late receiver for the late 5. So it's good offense, good receiver, and
There's
I got Jalen Noel.
well, there's Ja'Cory Brooks
Yeah, I
right
got
there.
Ja'Cory Brooks and Antoine Wells Jr.
I'm just saying the one that I see.
And
Oh.
Antoine Wells is the first one on here.
Ja'Cory
Ja'Cory.
Brooks is third. Whoever you
And I
want.
will take Antoine Wells out. I was looking at his name in both places. And now the 6th and 7th round.
Best available player. Or you still got positions.
Yeah, I think but I'm thinking maybe help the defense a little bit again. So around this one, I'll see if there's some defensive tackles.
Sure. Makes sense. Tim Smith, Alabama. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. Tonka Hemingway.
Here's Ty Hamilton. I'm pretty sure that was one of your people.
That was one of my people. So yeah, that's not a bad pick.
Nazir Stackhouse. That's who I was in. That's who I was in a put on my mock draft,
Yeah.
but didn't. So I'm not gonna pick him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just take the top player in their position. And then I don't think the Cowboys need another safety, do they?
We have Malik Hooker and that other guy.
Well, we can get Hooker's son, Max and Hook.
Oh.
Get
a kicker.
a kicker. No, I like Aubrey.
Yeah, we have one of the best special teams in the game. Well, I mean, I'm being serious. We got one of the best special team rooms in the game.
I think for the next 6th pick, I think I will be okay with a tight end.
Well, there's Jalen Conyers, right there, behind 4 running backs. Best available offensive player.
Texas Tech. Never mind.
What? What's wrong with Tech?
No, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to my homies in Lubbock. Lubbock?
Yeah.
Shout out to the homies in Lubbock. It snowed there not too long ago. That's pretty cool. What? I mean, is that...
We talk about Dallas teams and the weather in
Hey,
Texas.
look, man. Lubbock. I'm sure they got Dallas fans too. Unless they're fans of Denver. Who's above Lubbock?
No. Denver are definitely horses you can kick while they're down.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, I think Denver will be pretty good this year. They're dark horses, if you ask me. Shouldn't kick those ones.
We should redo this episode.
No, this is amazing.
Yeah. I should have remembered. I
What?
picked a tight end.
Yeah, you do. You can look at your picks too if you need to. Is this not thrilling? Is this not everything you were waiting for? Exhilarating?
Yeah,
Abs-
I thought this would be like the most exciting part of the episode.
Well, the late rounds especially.
Oh,
Because we just sort of say, yeah, it's okay. This guy's alright.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody watches the first.
3 rounds and that's it.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why they have
You know,
4 through 7 on Saturday. People are out doing stuff. They don't care about the draft. 4 through 7. Pshaw Gaffaw.
I'll take another defensive tackle.
Tonka Hemingway, baby. So that's... Oh, actually, you got one more pick. Let us know whose draft you thought was better. Probably mine. No, let us know whose draft you thought was better. If you made it this far in the video, comment... What should they comment? Tonka boys. Put a little truck
Comment
emoji.
Kobe King.
Comment Kobe King.
I think. Oh man. I think for my last pick. No,
Travis Etienne's brother. I think it's actually his brother. I mean, I could be wrong.
For?
I thought I heard his brother was in this draft, but I could be wrong. This is amazing. This is beautiful. This is art. I think we've had a good episode. What do you guys think? You guys think we had a good episode? Go pick somebody, bro.
You know what? I think I will pick a safety.
Makes sense. Nothing wrong with having safety depth.
Because Cowboys need a good defense.
Okay.
And if it's true, if they're really changing up their offense, I think they need a good defense. If they're going to change up their offense and see what they're going to do.
It's valid. Okay. So walk us through your draft.
These are the people I picked.
Amazing.
No, but yeah, I like my first. I like the first few rounds. It was almost
Pretty similar.
almost literally
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
I wanted.
And it's pretty similar to mine too.
Yeah.
We both took Henderson and Chris Paul Jr. But I think those guys fit into what we want to do as a team. Because I am the Cowboys. So, what the Cowboys
We
want to do
are
is
Jerry Jones.
we are Jerry Jones
Smarter Jerry Jones.
and Henderson. They're actually two people
But you mainly hear
as
Jerry.
one as one being. Okay, I say we do one more. We take into account a little bit more what the website says,
Yeah.
and just sort of go off positions. What the positions we think we need, and we'll talk about it a little
Just
more.
take the top position.
Yeah. Well, no, take the top position player of the position we think we need the most at that time.
Oh, okay.
So-
Gotcha.
Hopefully this is entertaining. I think it's entertaining. I'm having fun. I'm smiling. If you're not having fun, comment Jerry Jones. Beautiful. So hopefully we don't see that much Jerry Jones in the comments.
And if we do, sorry.
Exactly. Okay, okay. So, again, I think our top spot is running back. You think it's offensive tackle.
Yeah.
So we'll see who's if there's a better offensive tackle or running back available. I'm still fine with offensive tackle in the first round. And I took it in my draft. I wouldn't take that trade, and that's the only one we were offered. Shedeur Sanders is right there. That's kind of crazy. Dang, they took all the fucking offensive tackles.
It was Josh Simmons.
This Campbell, Josh Simmons. Is that who I took?
Let's see. Oh yeah, Josh Simmons is in your round one.
Yeah, that is who I took then. Okay. I'm okay to take Josh Simmons. You okay to take Josh Trababa?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Now this.
You
is
think-
where, now
you
this
think
is
if
where I
sh-
say running back?
You think if Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter are available by our pick at 12, we take them? Because Jerry Jones is a weird old man?
Probably.
I think
Just-
so too.
Just because he said Jerry Jones is a weird old man. He'll probably do it just to get people talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah. Like, there's your guy, yeah. I would do this trade in real life, I think. Well, maybe not. Where's our running back? Do we have the running back we want? Yeah, there's Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want a running back.
Take him.
We take him. I don't know if the Cardinals want a running back. Who do they got?
I think it said the Cardinals were looking for.
I don't know.
I exit out of that window.
I'm just trying to think of their team.
I think it said corner.
I'm trying to think of their
I don't-
team. Do they want a running back? Who do they have right now? They don't have a running back right now.
I don't know.
So they probably do. I mean, let's see. Who they just draft in this thing? A defensive tackle. I don't take that pick. I don't take that trade. Okay, so we got an offensive tackle. We got a running back. I say linebacker or defensive line. What do you say?
I got linebacker or cornerback, so I mean,
Okay.
so it's just we're on the same page defense technically.
Let's see here. So the highest of those is Denzel Burke. And then we got Barrett Carter right after him. Or we also have a lineman, Alfred Collins, here at 71. And a safety, Makuba. But I really don't think we need a safety.
Yeah, this early in the draft, I think we try to fill in linebacker or corner.
So, you think Denzel Burke?
Yeah, let's take a chance on him.
Alright, let's do it. I'd be okay with... I'd prefer linebacker. You know, I mean, I think
Then
quarterback.
let's look for a linebacker.
I think
right here.
cornerback. I mean, we're going to the 5th round now. We can propose a trade. Give me your pick, Saints. I think a cornerback would be good, obviously, but
Yeah. Plus, think about the what am I trying to say? Think about all the stuff that he could learn from Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland.
yeah, it's true. But I think we know
Two of the-
linebacker more.
Two of the oh yeah, but I'm just saying, cornerback. Look how much he can learn from.
Yeah,
But
it sucks that
Deron-
we don't have our DB coach anymore, but
No, but Deron Bland had the pick 6 record, right? And then Diggs just got the interception.
no, the way.
The other way around.
Did Bland get the? I don't think he did. Diggs got the pick 6 record. Or was it just picks? And no, yeah, Bland had pick 6 and Diggs had picks. This stuff matters, guys.
And it's funny because we did the research before all this.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. So we want a linebacker now, right?
Yeah.
So I say Teddy Buchanan. we don't know who these people are. So maybe this last one isn't as interesting. But if this website is right, and every NFL scout thinks that these are the best players in this order, and if we were Jerry Jones and Brian Schottenheimer, looking at the lists and positions we want, these are who we would pick. But I don't know anything about any people we picked. Actually, that's not true. I picked the first two I did.
In other words,
But
would you trust us with your team's future? Maybe not.
if so, hire us. You know. I know.
Oh,
hey,
yes,
look
then
at
ignore what I said.
look at me. If you need a coach in any sport, hire us. Or executive. You know,
Yeah.
general manager, easy. Look at me. I'm about to draft Jamar Caldwell. I don't know. Okay, so we have
I think that'd be a good pick.
we
But
have
I don't think it hurts to get one.
tackle, running back, cornerback, linebacker. I'd be down for a defensive tackle, or we could get a wide receiver if there's a good one. Which doesn't look like there is.
Yeah, then defensive tackle. I'd say. I mean, I really say there's really no harm in trying to improve defense, especially the line, like you said.
Yeah. So we're gonna take Jamari Caldwell.
Round 5 still.
And now we're going to round 6. I thought this would be a little more exciting too.
Yeah.
But mock drafts. Who doesn't love a mock draft? We all watch Bengal. You watch Bengal?
Only when college football came out.
We all watch Bengal. Bengal's chill. But he knows a lot more about these guys than we do. Look.
Yes, you're looking.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me your attention. Okay.
Please do not take us horses while we're gone.
Yeah. So, what am I looking at here? There's Ty Hilton. Can I take Ty Hilton? I like Ty Hilton. We just took a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
If not, there's Holland Pierce, another offensive lineman. Instead of a tackle, we can get a guard with Connor Colby. This is 6th round now. So what do you think?
I'd say it'd probably be a good idea to upgrade or to still have depth for our offensive line too, for doing the same thing for our defensive line.
Sure. So do you think tackle or guard?
Probably guard.
Okay. So we're going to take Connor Colby from Iowa. Sick last name. Cheese. Yeah. We started this episode off strong. Maybe we did this backwards.
Yeah. Maybe we should have did the doom and gloom stars at the end.
Yeah. But look, man. Oh, no. Look. Let me go back to the stars. That's how this...
Yeah, maybe we could have been talking about other stuff while this was happening.
Yeah, that's true. Look, let me go back to the stars. Okay? We're going to win. We're going to win this series. We're good. Here, your turn. You hold the controller. Look, guys. The stars...
Who are you getting this
we're so good, guys. I don't know. Get a
early receiver? Oh, wait, never.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, get a receipt, but like, I don't know. These are the best available players. I don't want another running back. We only got one defensive tackle right now, so you could get another one. But we got 2 offensive linemen.
Yeah.
If you want to get another defensive lineman. But the stars, guys. We're just such a good team. Like, I cry whenever we lose all the time. If we lose in the first round, no, that's my soul breaking. Okay. Here we go. Look.
That's your answer? Fabian, what will happen? What do you say if we lose in the first round?
My soul breaks. We're gonna take Malik Hooker, or do we take Jalen Conyers? Or are you taking or Kobe Hudson? Because we don't want another running back or more offensive linemen.
Yeah, I'd say around this time, since safety wasn't the main concern and everybody was talking about the receivers, I wouldn't mind a receiver this late.
Kobe Hudson from UCF, the most polarizing program in college football history. There's some truth to what I just said.
Maybe.
But the Stars, no, but like again, we're just too good of a team for me to believe we're gonna lose in the first round. And I'm not discrediting the Avs. I'm not saying the Avs are a bad team, but how about them Stars, huh? Texas hockey, please. Amen and thank you. That's my thoughts on the Stars. Tight end.
Yeah, what the heck?
We take a tight end.
This team's
7th round. He doesn't even make the practice squad. Let's see. Tyler Batty, edge. Or do you want to take Curtis Rourke, QB? We're taking Tyler
Yeah, that's the
Batty
edge.
at the edge from BYU. But yeah. Recap, I guess. Rangers, they'll get on it. They'll get on the horse. The offense will get on the horse. Jock Peterson will get on the horse. Stop kicking it and get on it. The Mavs, we're about to kill some Bears. The Stars, we better fucking win, dude. The Stars better win. And again,
Dallas Wings,
Dallas Wings.
first round.
Hey, I mean, especially with this podcast, we'll be watching the WNBA. Especially 'cause it'll just be baseball and WNBA in the summer, and
I
maybe
already
some
like
soccer.
basketball, so
Yeah.
why not watch WNBA?
So we'll be covering them good. We'll be covering them solid. And then of course,
And then the Renegades.
oh, the Renegades.
The Renegades, they lost their last game.
Yeah, they're now 2-1.
That was a good defensive game, though.
Yeah.
Definitely could have won.
But such is life. I didn't get to. I don't even know what the score was. I didn't see this game. I was busy.
I forgot the score too, but it did come down to
2-pointer.
yeah, or the extra point,
Yeah.
because like the second game,
Mm-hmm.
like what you said, that second game they only came close to winning because they stopped the 2-point.
Yeah.
This last game against the Renegades,
Mm-hmm.
they were actually able to keep the other team from scoring the whole game
Mm-hmm.
until the final few minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had to stop them from getting the extra point,
And they didn't.
and they did
Yeah.
not.
So sort of backwards of what happened last week.
Yeah,
Because last week it was pretty much the same thing. There wasn't a touchdown until the fourth quarter on either side.
and then was it the Brahmas?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Brahmas, right?
San Antonio?
Yeah, San Antonio. Okay, San Antonio Brahmas are still
Undefeated?
at home.
Cool. So there's some stuff too. Now we're talking about the NFL. Check out. This is just to recap our draft.
Speaking of football,
Speaking of football, we picked Josh Simmons, defensive tackle from Ohio State. Travion Henderson, running back, also from Ohio State. Keeping that tandem together. I mean, it's pretty cool to play with your college teammate.
we got Jamar Chase
And then we take
Burrow.
Denzel Burke, also from Ohio State. So we become Ohio State.
Elliot wishes he was still with us.
Yeah, for real. That's fun. How did Ohio State do this past season? Teddy Buchanan, linebacker from California. Jamari Caldwell, defensive tackle from Oregon. Connor Colby, offensive guard from Iowa. Ainas Pebbles? When did you pick that guy? How do you say that? Aeneas Peebles. Defensive tackle from Virginia Tech. Kobe Hudson, wide receiver from UCF. Jalen Conyers, tight end from Texas Tech. Shout out to the homies in Lubbock. Tyler Batty, edge
Just
from
moved there
BYU.
recently.
It did, yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't stuff too much over here. Yeah.
Good mock drafts.
Good mock drafts. Again, let us know which mock draft you think was best. Make fun of the persons who you think was bad. If you like mine better, comment kicking horses. If you liked Isaiah's better, I don't know, comment.
I would trust him with my team.
I would trust him with my team, but abbreviate it. So comment IWTHWMT. Very simple. Do that.
We're gonna forget what we said. We're gonna be like, what does this mean?
Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, subscribe. We'll keep trying to mix up the podcast, have some fun with it. Obviously today we have this setup. I don't know how much more we'll do the presenter man type thing, but we'll keep trying to get better more and more every week.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
And turn on the notifications. We might live stream the first round of the NFL draft too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll be like, that's the guy I said we would pick, and it's the third round. But yeah.
No way. I should be. They should hire me.
Yeah.
It's the guy we pick. We have round 1 who gets picked 7.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Unfortunately, we won't be able to live stream the Mavs play-in game, but it'll be hype. Make sure you watch it. Check it out. Watch the Dodgers series with the Rangers too. That's gonna be hype too. Some freaking pitching duels. Okay.
Definitely watch the Stars.
Definitely watch the Stars
Saturday.
beat the ass. It's gonna happen. Stars in 4. Stars in 6. Not 4. 6.
You're gonna listen to this guy? This is what he's talking about.
But yeah, we're gonna try to live stream the NFL draft round 1, maybe round 2 and 3 too. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell. We'll try to live stream. Stick around. Check it out. We love you. Isaiah loves you. He's too embarrassed to say it though. Men. Goodbye,
Happy
guys.
Easter.
Happy Easter. Have a good time this week. See you next week. Again on Friday.
The end.